Good morning. Today we are going to solve a question of national income by using value added method. Already we have seen three methods of national income measurement. One is the value added method, income method and expenditure method. First we are going to solve a question on value added method. Let's see how to do solve. Using that value added method, the formula giving us GVA, gross value added, or otherwise known as the GDP MP. So that first I am not checking what the question has given here, what that point has given here. First the things is, when you are starting the national income question, first you write the formula. What the formula actually the method using first. So as per the GVA, otherwise known as that gross domestic product market price, equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption. Now see that here the value of output I can say as per is a sales plus change in stock plus export. When that export should take here, if it is given domestic sales minus intermediate consumption. Now let's find out as per the informations what are the things given here. Now domestic sales, if it is given, yes, that is domestic sales given. So I am taking here first one, that add 800 plus, after that change in stock if it is given. So change in stock directly not given here, closing stock, opening stock has given here. So in this bracket change in stock is nothing but closing stock minus opening stock. So I am doing here 20 minus 50, 20 minus 50, closing stock minus opening stock, plus it is given as a domestic sales, so definitely we should use export, because domestic sales has taken, total sales not given. If total sales given that time export we can ignore, but here given the domestic sales, so export we should consider. So that export is given 100 rupees. Okay, it isn't given in lakhs, so 100 lakhs like manner. Okay, now after that minus intermediate consumption. Now find out the intermediate consumption is what. I already told you, purchase of any goods or raw materials but exclude that or any fixed assets. Now see that opening stock done, we have find there that intermediate purchase from country, that means intermediate consumption from inside the country. So can consider here 500. So minus 500 I am writing in bracket all, or you can write separate also, no issue. So here that intermediate purchase from country, after that purchase of raw material we should not consider it because of this is the fixed assets. Next, import of raw material, definitely from the country, that what are the purchase, intermediate purchase I already have taken, but if any purchase from the outside, that is also raw material, right? So that is also part of the intermediate consumption. So import of raw material also should consider minus 60. Now do solution. So that here I am getting GDP MP, otherwise GVA, gross value added, or GDP MP, gross domestic product market price, equal to 800, 900, here should be minus 30. First you do that part. 800, 900 and minus 30. So 900 minus 30 how much should be? 870 minus 560, minus plus 560. Now do it. That 60, 10 and 8, 310 rupees. 310 is GDP MP. Now the question asking what? Net value added at factor cost. Now we should use the tool. Every time what the method I have used here, you should use this method only for calculation. First, what the question asking, I am not at all checking. First I am finding as per the formula given the method. So that now GDP MP equal to, I got 310. Now I am having GDP MP. Now I am converting it what? Net value added. Net value added at factor cost. Indirectly what? NDP FC equal to, I am having what? GDP MP. Now GDP MP. Now use the tools. I am making net by using of gross. Now gross I am having net. So minus, net is a small one, gross is bigger one. So that I am making a smaller one from bigger one. So reduce. So reduce depreciation, and gross and net is uses of which tools? Depreciation. So that minus depreciation. Next one is factor cost I am making, market price I am having. Again market price is bigger one, I am making smaller one. Again minus, and market price and factor cost is, tool is NIT. Now I am having 310 minus depreciation. Now find out here depreciation were given here 30 minus NIT. Now check that NIT were given, net indirect taxes. Here net indirect taxes not given. So net indirect taxes, if it is not given, how should calculate net indirect taxes? NIT equal to IT minus subsidies. That we already know that. So at the place of NIT not given, I should find out NIT. Now NIT not given, so I should find out IT. So IT indirect tax anywhere, 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 anywhere? No. Indirect tax also not given, so I am thinking here 0. Minus, for making NIT I need subsidies. Now see the subsidies has given here 40. So I am writing here 40. Indirectly what? 0 minus 40 is what? Minus 40. And minus minus should be plus. So now 310 minus 30 minus minus should be plus 40. I hope clear. Now minus 30 minus 40 plus 10. So 320 is NDPFC. I hope clear. Okay. Next we are using expenditure method and calculating GNPFC. In expenditure method, we know that when we are using first formula, it gives you GDPMP. Now GDPMP, again I am not checking what are the things as given here, just I am writing first formula, that's it. So GDPMP equal to private final consumption expenditure, private final consumption expenditure I am writing in short form, plus government final consumption expenditure, plus gross domestic capital formation. Remember that. If gross domestic capital formation directly not given, it would be given in the form of gross domestic fixed capital formation. So if the fixed capital formation given there, for making of gross domestic capital formation, I should add change in stock. Change in stock. Now change in stock how should do? Closing stock minus opening stock. That things already we know that. And last one is plus net export. Now find out as per the informations here, the ingredients given you, as per this what are the things I have written here, just find out what are the ingredients given to you. Now private final consumption expenditure first. Find out here private final consumption expenditure, is that given or not? Yes, given. Good, point number 8. So 1500 I have written. Plus government final consumption expenditure. Now find out government, yes, point number 3. So 200. Plus gross domestic capital formation. I already told you gross domestic capital formation, if directly not given, it would given you in the form of gross domestic fixed capital formation or net domestic capital formation, like manner. So here is given in what manner, we will check. It is given, yeah, here net domestic fixed capital formation. See, net also given, fixed also given. So that means I am converting this number, these things, net domestic fixed capital formation into gross domestic capital formation. How? Say at that place, if it is given you net domestic fixed capital formation, change in stock I should add, plus depreciation also I should add for making of gross domestic capital formation. Now find out here 1500 private final consumption expenditure, 200 government final consumption expenditure. Next one is that gross domestic capital formation by using net domestic fixed capital formation, adding depreciation for conversion of net, change in stock for conversion from fixed. So now first I am taking here 1200, I am writing in bracket this one, plus change in stock. Now find out change in stock is what? Here directly change in stock also not given. Say closing stock and opening stock given. So the closing stock 100, opening stock is 60. So 100 minus 60, 40. So I am directly writing here change in stock 40. Plus depreciation also needed. Now find out the depreciation here. Yeah, depreciation directly not given. It is given in other name. Find out. See, consumption of fixed capital. Already we know that depreciation other name is consumption of fixed capital. That is 50. So I am adding 50 also here. Now find out these things. 1200 and 90. So here you can say that indirectly 1290. This is the part of gross domestic capital formation. Now the next is that net export. Now find out here net export is the given to you or not directly. Yes, it is given, point number 7. So minus 10 net export. Now do that as per the formula. Already what the ingredients I needed already we have here. Now do this 1500, 1700. Okay, subtract it here that first 1700 plus do minus 10. So 1280. Now come here, add that. Here should be 1980. 1980 is what? GDP MP. Now GDP MP 1980, but I need what? GNP FC. Now convert by using of this. Now GNP FC equal to, I am having what? GDP MP. Now change one by one. See G, no changes. That is gross, no changes. But the national I am going to make from domestic. National is bigger one. Domestic I am having lesser one. So the domestic to national. Add. So add NFIA, net factor income from abroad. Next, factor cost I am making. Market price I am having. So that market price is bigger one. Reduce it for making factor cost. So minus, what is the relation on the tool? NIT, net indirect taxes. Now find out here that GDPMP 1980 plus NFIA. Now find out here NFIA here last given, point number 10. Net factor income from abroad minus 30. So in bracket minus 30. And NIT. Now find out that NIT were given. Yes, point number 4, 40. Minus 40. Indirectly what? Minus 70 you should do. That's it. Now 1910. Our problem has solved. GNP FC equal to 1910. I hope clear. Okay, next method we are going to see the income method. From the following data, calculate national income. Indirectly national income we know that NNP FC, national income, that is net as well as factor cost and national. So net national product at factor cost by using income method. Sometimes the question is not asking you that which method you supposed to follow. By seeing that information, ingredients given to you, you should find out what the method we should follow. So now here if you finding compensation of employees, rent, wages, net export, NFIA, you can easily find out we can use only income method. Here that all information related of the expenditure method not given, value added method not given. So that all the information is given here, we should use income method formula. So now first I am not checking what the question asking. First thing is that what? In national income, by using income method, the first formula when I am using that gives you NDP FC. Now NDP FC formula is that what? Compensation of employees plus operating surplus plus mixed income. Now see that compensation of employees, if it is not given directly, that time we should say salaries and wages plus contribution to social security scheme by employer plus retirement pension. But if it is directly given compensation of employees, after that it's not required to find these things again. Next one is that operating surplus. Operating surplus directly given you, this is well and good, but that if it is directly not given, we should find out rent plus royalty plus profit and plus interest. Mixed income, otherwise known as self-employed income also. Now we are going to find out first compensation of employees. If it is given, these three things we are not considering anyhow. Okay, now see that first point only given, that compensation of employees. So simple that these three again should not require to find out. Even this is given again, see, wages and salaries and nothing. Wages and salaries, for making you confusion, these both the things will given you. Okay, now compensation of employees I have taken 800 plus operating surplus. Now directly operating surplus not given you. So we should find out the remaining. Say this one, check that rent, yes, given. So the rent given what, 200 I have taken. Next is the royalty. Now find out the royalty, if it is given or not. Royalty not given, I am thinking 0. Next one is profit. Now find out the profit, if it is given or not. See, yes, profit given 300. Directly I have taken profit. Plus interest. Now find out the interest. Yes, interest also given 100. Next, find out the mixed income. If it is given, it's good. If it is not given, we treated that also 0. Now mixed income also treated as a 0 because nothing given here. So now add it, 1000, 1400. Now 1400 is what? NDP FC. Because question asking what here? NNP FC. But I have used formula first. I have not checked what the question asking. I have used the formula as NDPFC, because income method always when we using the first formula, this gives you NDPFC. So that as per the formula, compensation of employees, operating surplus and mixed income, when we adding, it's become NDPFC. Now we got NDPFC. Now we converting that using that tool, similar way. So now NNPFC I am going to make, and I am having NDP FC. Now see, FC same, NN same, that is national net and gross same, but national and domestic only different. So that national and domestic, I am making national by using domestic. National is bigger one, domestic is lesser one. So domestic I am having, I am making bigger one. So should add from lesser one to bigger one. So it is add, but the add is what add? Relation again, national and domestic relation, or tool is NFIA. Now find out that NFIA is there given or not. Yes, NFIA given minus 20. Now add I have written, but here inside what should I write? Minus 20. Now see here, NDPFC already we have 1400 minus 20, indirectly 1380 is our national income. National income, otherwise known as NNPFC. I hope clear.